working now because the numbers moved.
Yeah, it's working now. Don't put your hand over the front of it though, because
Nope.
hold the sides.
So, here we are.
Wow, this is quite a show, Al.
Yeah, it's this is my show here on 2nd Avenue, 193 2nd Avenue here in Digby. And what I'm showing you now is the carnival side. And I call it that because it's pretty much everything and anything is in it.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that, why you call it the carnival.
Yeah,
It
because
does look sort of like a carnival.
well, it's again a carnival. When you go to a carnival, there's any number of things you can see, and that's why I called it the carnival side. But anyway, there's a runway with some little pigs in the front here.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see the little pigs there right behind
Yeah,
the tree.
right behind that little tree there.
And there's a whole bunch of suckers there doing different things.
Bunch of suckers in the front, well behind the pigs.
Yeah.
Over here on the left is those are on Danny Corbett's property. Those hedges. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Oh yeah.
The first one is decorated in red. Next one green. Next one purple. The next one gold. And in front of them are a Cookie Monster, a pink deer, a dog, and a goose.
Okay. Wow.
And then you've got the cat, which is down here in the front, and behind them is a bear. I don't know if it's a polar bear, but a type of bear. And then there is a teddy bear, and then there's 2 snowmen. Yeah. The man's on the left, the woman's on the right, and that's right in front of a teal. And that's my rose bush.
Yeah, the rose bush.
So the rose bush,
Beautiful.
it is. The teal really looks great. And behind that is a tree that's got, I call them dripper lights. And that's a very fast drip, almost like a lightning bolt fast.
Yeah. It's pretty cool at the back, in the background.
Yeah, it is. And then right here, I put a penguin. And then I put Rudolph, and then Elmo, and then gingerbread guy with the earmuffs, and then behind the gingerbread guy is dinosaur.
I love the dinosaur.
I know, a lot of people do. The dinosaur's head's moving.
Yeah.
So we'll get up closer to them in a moment. And then behind the dinosaur, in front of the pink tree, is a bear with a heart.
Oh yes, I see the heart.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then pretty much across from the dinosaur to the left are 2 polar bears.
Right, the polar bears.
Yeah, the 2 polar bears are in the middle of the runway. I got 2 sets of suckers, and they make a different pattern. These ones do what they do, and the other ones do what they do, so a different pattern.
And that kind of a contrast, I guess.
Yes. Here,
these 2 trees here. The white tree and
the pink tree.
pink tree.
Yeah, I had purchased a number of them a few years ago, and the only ones that continue to work are the white and the pink. But it turned out that's the ones I like the most.
They look good there.
I really like the white and the pink, yeah. This is my collection box. Donations appreciated, what it says, to help me with my power and, of course, upkeep of. I've already gone through 3 or 4 sets of lights already, and then but the donation box.
I guess they don't last long. Is that the way you find it?
No, they're made to break. Then as we move, come with me, Rupert. As we move down my driveway, there's the second part of the runway, which I put with candle lights.
Oh, yes.
And they're the same candle lights that I've got over here by my rhododendron. So it's the same deal. And that sets off the runway going up to the Angel. The Angel is between 7 feet candy canes.
Right, and there's a teal crossover there.
Yes, correct. And over here is the palm tree. And that flickering blue bush, I made that.
You made it. How did you make that?
What happened is that I had bought an item, and then the lights on the item didn't work. So what I did was I basically created the effect with a set of lights that are doing what they're doing on almost like a frame.
Okay.
Anyway.
So you weren't splicing wires, were you, or anything?
I weren't splicing wires. I'm not smart enough. But anyway, I concocted the idea, and it works out pretty good.
Yeah, it looks great.
And then there's a sleigh in the back, gold. And then there's a doe.
That's the doe up by the candy canes.
Yeah, by the big candy canes. And then there's a tree on the right of the candy canes.
All right, I see the tree. So you got the doe, the tree in the middle of the candy canes.
Yeah.
With a star. Is that a star on top?
That's a star on top of that item. Yes.
Yeah.
That came from Walmart.
And
Got
the
that
angel
about-
is in there too, right?
And the angel's in there. Yeah, the angel's in the front, and then that star tree is behind the angel. And that's my garage there. You and I put up those top lights, those snowflake lights. We put them up last night.
Just last night, I remember that. It was kind of cool there last night.
It was. Let's take a walk up to the loft.
Yeah, we need to see the side of the loft.
So this is just some items. See, I really like that.
Yeah.
I
It's a nice effect.
really like that effect.
You know, in the past, sometimes it's hard to go round and round the bush, but this time it's on
What
the
am-
front where it's more visible.
The mistake I made in the past, I was wrapping it around the tree, and
You don't need.
no, you and I did this 2 weeks ago, and we used the pole
Yeah, it was a better strategy, definitely. And it's a better effect.
because
I think.
because remember holding me on a step ladder.
That didn't work very well.
No, and I fell, and I didn't hurt myself, but you were trying to hold the lights and pass them to me, and then hold the step ladder with a 180-pound man.
180-pound man at the top of a 7-foot step ladder. It doesn't really work. Even if I worked out every day, I don't think that's going to happen.
No, but I remember you doing it,
Yeah.
and but you've been my head man, my head elf. You've been with me from the beginning. Between you and my wife, she does a lot of the she fixes items.
Right, restringing.
She restrings, so she does a better job than I do. And if it wasn't for you, this doesn't happen, because I need somebody to help. And you have been tremendous in that.
Three white star or snowflakes. So let's say
Yeah,
snowflakes, right?
basically what they are just they flicker, and they create an effect that designates a runway. You know,
Right, yeah, they're on the runway.
they're on the runway, right? So everything. Right, and then those three in the front over there, they flash. You can see the cascade.
Right,
This one in the middle is cascading on the angel,
right.
and the ones on the other end are cascading on each side of the candy
On
canes.
the candy canes.
Yeah. Okay, so we're up here now. Here is a close-up of the garage.
Yeah, the front of the garage has a lot of things on it. It's nice.
Yeah, well, you and I put up those two runners about a month ago. This one is multicolor around the door, and the other runner over there is white. It's a white runner.
I don't know what made you think of the snowflakes that we put up, but they adds a lot to it.
It really brought that. Well, I had the snowflakes. I got them repaired. It was an adapter issue.
Right.
So I had it repaired, and I tried the snowflakes on the baby barn, which we'll go around and see later on.
Right.
And they didn't look good on there. I couldn't stand them on there. Oh no, I lasted about 20 minutes. So I went in the house, and I thought, I can't take it. Outside I went.
The artist at work.
Outside I went. I take them, unplug them, take them down, put them in the garage. Then the next day, you're coming over. So I'm thinking, I think they'll go in the garage. They didn't go in the baby barn, but I think they'll go in the garage. So you and I got up there, and we put a bunch of cup hooks. They're all up there by cup hook, and I thought it would work, and it did.
Just put the camera on them for a second. Oh.
What's that?
I just put the camera on them one more time just so that. Yeah, there they are. See, they bring out the colors.
Oh, they really
behind them in a way.
They really bring out the colors.
Yeah.
There's no question. And then that thing that's doing the flippity circle thing on the door, I tried it here and I hated it. And then my wife said, why don't you put it on the garage door? Well, you can't physically put it on the door, but you can hang it from the top.
Right, it's an illusion.
Yes. And
Yeah, I thought it was on the door.
Absolutely. But it's not on the door.
Yeah.
It's hanging.
Yeah.
But that was my wife's idea.
Right.
Here is the loft. Here's the right side of the loft with a bell. Those are, well, I don't know what you call them. They're not really dripper lights, but anyway, they create an effect. And then
Icicle lights.
Yeah, icicle light.
that,
Icicle
yeah.
lights, that's it. And then the flickering scenario here in gold is the same type of flickering that's going on there. Only that's blue,
On
right?
the blue.
That's
the
blue.
one that you put together.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can change the settings. I can have it slow, but I like what it's doing, so I left them that way.
Yeah, it seems good that way. It matches the other one too.
Here, of course, is the angel and the star tree behind, and those candy canes are 7 feet high.
Yeah.
Now this here is really,
This is really something. The only
oh yeah,
thing is you got to almost get up a ways up here to really get the full effect of it.
you got to get up here. But you and I come up with the concept of putting this. It's a straight white, but I had this rope light and a long one, and I couldn't figure out what to do with it. And you and I decided, let's put it around the door and string it the way we did. And to me, it almost creates like a gingerbread look.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have to give you the credit for that, Al.
Well, whatever.
But we did it anyway.
We did
and
it together.
It does look nice.
And then the snowflake light, I got an idea to put that snowflake light. So those are snowflakes, but they're multicolored.
Multicolored snowflakes. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
you
white, red, and green.
You can hardly see that from the road.
No,
but
you
when
can hardly
get up
see it.
Here, it looks great.
It looks great. And then you and I put we put a flake up there. We put a flake over there, white flake. And we put another white flake there. And those are music notes.
Right. There's actually a lot of different strings of lights on there.
This thing alone is a nice.
Yeah.
It's quite a project.
That alone is a masterpiece.
Well, I don't know about a
Many
masterpiece, but it's quite a project.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go down here, and I like the pink tree a lot. I really like the pink tree, yeah. But I like pink.
That's my favorite.
Of all the colored trees, the pink one is the one I like the most. This music box is right there, and it's got 3 different settings of 3 different kinds of music. There's a close-up of, you can see his head moving.
Yeah, his head moves.
Now the only way that I could figure out how to get him lifted, you can see that I've got his tail, and his tail is doweled to that retainer wall with dowels and zip ties.
And that holds the head up so it can move. Like
Yes,
that,
it holds the head up so that the head can move.
And that critter has actually lasted quite a while. Unless you had it repaired before, I don't know.
I've had it. It's been my wife restrung him, but we never had to repair the movement of the head.
Wow.
And hopefully that doesn't go, because I wouldn't know how to fix that. But she did restring him. And here, before we go, we should show this. Oh yeah, because the side of the house is beautiful. Those are the dormers, and the pink lights at the top, and then there's teal there.
The teal, I recall the teal.
And teal there, and you helped me put the teal up on both sides.
Yep.
And then you helped me put all of those multicolored ones right across there too.
Right.
And that's the stars. I've got two snowflakes.
Snowflakes.
I've got two snowflake projectors here. It looks pretty neat.
Yeah, yeah. The projectors add something to it. For sure.
And on the inside of the house is accented with different things that I have put in, and those are snowmen.
Snowman, yeah.
Okay, let's go down here.
Okay.
So my porch has a fair bit of stuff going on here. There's, of course, there's the bells. There's Season's Greetings up there. There's a nutcracker. You want to hold on a minute, because I see that I didn't turn something on.
Now we've left the carnival section now, right, Al?
Yeah, we've left the carnival section.
I think I remember, but what do you call this section again?
This one?
Yeah,
This one here, I call it gingerbread.
gingerbread, yeah, because of the gingerbread house look.
Because of the front of the house looks like a gingerbread.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I forgot to turn these on. They don't come on by themselves. When I turn everything on, the only things that do not come on by themselves are these.
The stars,
Yes, yes.
multicolor stars,
Well,
and color changing stars.
yes, I can put them on a different effect. I could show you.
Okay, I'll just
Watch
might as
this.
well come up here just a second.
See, I can go
Oh yeah, solid color.
solid color, it dims. You know,
Yeah.
I can create that kind of a scenario.
Yeah,
But the one that I like the most
yeah,
is this one.
yeah. I think I like that one.
And the reason that I like it is because it matches that one.
Right.
So because they're not connected, they won't be in conjunction with each other if I don't use anything else.
They have to match. Well, they should match. Ideally, I think they should.
I like the fact that they're doing what they're doing. It's the only match I can get.
They do match.
Yeah, you can hold that now, Rupert. You
Okay.
take control of it. Here on the front, before we get to the rhododendron, we got a mailbox
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I see the mailbox.
And then we got Snoopy and Charlie Brown
Charlie Brown,
and a llama.
a llama. I don't think I ever saw the llama before.
I love the llama. of all the items, the llama is one of my favorite
Yeah,
because it's so unique.
it's unique. Llamas are supposed to have a calming effect on people, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty calm just looking at that thing.
Yeah, I really like the llama, and it reminds me of the llama in the movie. There was a cartoon that my wife loved. What was it? I can't remember the name. but I could think forever. I don't want to think of it. But there's a llama in that cartoon that we saw.
Okay.
Anyway, and
I
then
don't think I've seen it.
when I brought it home, my wife said, "Oh my God, that looks like that llama in the cartoon." Anyway, there's the rhododendron. The rhododendron has got 300 bulbs in it. There's 10 sets. Last year in it and the other years I had 8, and I've increased it to 10 sets.
I think the rhododendron is growing too, isn't it? Mine is growing.
Well, I'll
think
tell
yours
you,
is too.
someone come here the other night and said they've never seen a rhododendron that's bigger than this.
I don't know. Mine is that big anyway.
Yours, well, that person said they thought this was a very big rhododendron. And
But it is for sure. Yeah, if you look around, you don't see many that
Look how
large.
full it is. Like, I mean, that is a beautiful rhododendron.
It is, absolutely.
And there's 300 bulbs on it. And they're accented by the candles, I call them, in the front. There's a mailbox on the left, and there's a mailbox on the right.
Oh, there's a mailbox on the right.
And that, if you show the whole front of the house, if you can stand back a little bit, and then you get that gingerbread effect, which has been created by those hanging icicle lights.
Right.
That if you look at this house from the front, there's a tremendous amount of gold in it.
Yes,
Correct?
there is indeed a lot, but there's color to set it off too.
But there's colors, and in the windows, they're on the interior of my home.
right.
Like the candle, the candy cane and the candle that's in each one, they are turned on from the interior of my home.
Right. But you don't necessarily know that when you're standing
No,
here.
you don't. No, you
An illusion.
right. You think by looking at it that probably they're on the out, but they're not. But my idea was to accent the windows so that the rest of it looks better. Again, that's just the way my brain
Oh,
works.
yeah, no, the colors are great. It just, like I say, it offsets the gold to me. It does anyway.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely.
And the mailboxes are good, especially now that we have mail in our country again.
What did this? Are they back on?
I think so. I heard that anyway.
Oh, I never heard.
I'm not absolutely sure. I think they are.
And this side is my favorite. This is the white side, and without a doubt, it is. I call it Arctic Grotto, but it's just simply the white side. If it isn't white, it's not going to be here.
I've never heard it called Arctic Grotto before.
When
White side, that's what.
when I first put names to the 3 themes, 6, 7, 8, 10, whenever it was years ago, I said there's a carnival side, there's a gingerbread, which is the front of the house, and I termed it Arctic Grotto on the right.
Okay.
But it is the white side.
It's the white side for sure.
So it's got, as you can see, a guitar, an angel, snowman, a buck. It's got a sleigh, a moose in the back.
Let's see if I can get on the moose here. Yeah, there's the moose, sort of in the background, but that's how moose like to be. Always in the background. And some more dripper lights too, looking really nice.
Yeah, they're a slow drip, and the ones on the other side are a fast drip. So they're 2 different attacks, and I put the slow drip here and the fast drip there.
Yeah, the slow seems to match somehow the white
It's
aspect of things.
yeah, because to me, this side here, and why the women like it, I think mostly the women do, is because it's soothing. It's just, if you had a fast drip here, it wouldn't work.
No,
But that's more of a soothing thing, and white is a soothing color anyway.
it is. Yeah.
See,
The llama calms us down, and then we come over here and get really
right.
calm.
But there's also a different attack of dripper lights on the porch. If you go up to look up the porch there on the top,
Yes, I'm gonna have to.
so I got 3 different attacks of dripper lights.
Yeah.
But this one's a slow one, That's the medium one, and over there is the. So this. See, you can move from that drip to this drip, and you'll see this is a little bit slower. That's faster.
Definitely, yeah, that's a pretty.
This is
fast drip.
slower. That's medium, and the other one is fast.
Yeah, as we move to the carnival, we get more energized.
Yeah. And over here, I've got a snowman, I guess that is, with the earmuffs on in the
Snowman.
front.
Yeah, I see that.
And then the next one would be a bear of some kind. And the next one is another snowman.
Right.
And then there's a buck
The buck. I see the buck.
right there. And then these little bushes that are between the two geese.
Right.
Well, not geese, swans. Sorry, swans.
Swans, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So those two swans, I bought some lights at Home Depot, and I had to restring the both of them. But the lights that I got flicker. And look at the
Right,
look at
yeah,
the nice
they're-
effect
yeah, they're
that's
flickering.
created. Right.
Yeah, there's nothing else there flickering really that I can see.
And if you look in the windows, you can see that I accented this side with a blue and gold. I don't know what the hell you call that. Some kind of a star, I guess. And then below it is a wreath.
Yeah, I see that.
So each one of them, and even this side window has it.
I think the top thing looks like a snowflake to me.
Okay, so it's a snowflake.
Snowflake
it's got
with a
blue in
wreath.
it.
Yeah.
And even this side window, so there's 6 windows that have got them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And
Oh,
if you
yeah.
move where I am over here,
Yeah.
if you come where I am,
Yeah.
you see on the side of the house, there's 2 more.
There's 2 more. Yeah, I've got those.
Got them?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay, let's take a walk down to the baby barn.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to get back
This
into.
guitar here, want to pan on that or whatever,
Yeah, just a sec.
was given to me by the boys at Greg Thomas's dump.
Oh, really?
They found this, and what it was a CD holder,
Oh, okay. And you just put lights on it?
and then they held it for me, and then my wife restrung that with lights. Isn't that awesome?
That's amazing.
Yeah, well, it's quite neat. It's obviously that's not something I bought. It was given to me, and then, but here's the angel.
Not too many Christmas ornaments are found at the dump these days, but
No,
yeah, the angel has a little tiny bit of red on it, which is offsetting a little bit.
yeah.
And this guy here has a red nose, I think.
This is an elephant.
Yeah, the elephant has a little red hat and a
Yeah.
A
Well, yeah,
bow or
this is-
something.
but he has blue.
right. Yeah, there's
Okay.
a bit of color here and there.
Oh
just
yeah,
kind of-
but that just offsets. That isn't any different with a
Exactly.
little bit of blue there.
yeah, a bit of blue.
Everything that is here is primarily white, but anything that blue or red, same thing with that guy in the front over here. He's got red on.
Yeah, he's got red. Yeah,
He's got gold.
right. Yeah,
So
gold ribbons,
yeah, gold ribbon.
necklace or whatever.
So it is the white side, but it's primarily white.
And these cascading lights are on the wall as well.
Right.
I
These
got that.
cascading lights are on the walls, and there are 3 different types. All 3 of them are 3 different. If you shine on the wall, you'll see that the effect is different for all 3.
Right, the effect varies as you move to the. I'm moving
varies.
to the right.
Correct.
Yeah. No matter which way you move, it varies.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the baby barn.
I get a better shot of the moose from up here too.
Yeah, you get a good shot to move here.
And there's a sleigh, a moose, and is that a doe there?
And that's the doe. That's the same doe or same type of doe that's on the carnival side.
Right,
I
up by
have-
the candy canes, right?
Yes, I
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
have 3. Yes, I actually have 3 of them, and 2 of them I put out, and the other one I didn't. This little effect on this tree is an idea that I had. I had 2 sets of 5 lights that interconnect. So if you count them, those balls, there's 10 of them. And I put them in a pattern that looks kind of neat.
Yeah.
And then I put the wreath in between it with that star tree in front.
Yeah, it's almost an oval there, it looks like.
That's right, and that's the effect I wanted.
Yeah.
And then the baby barn, I really like the baby barn.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of the old traditional hut or something. Like, I even think when I stand out here sometimes and I look at it, I actually think of where baby Jesus was born. I don't know why, but it's
the stable and
the
the
stable,
manger, yeah.
the stable with the manger and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a really nice. When I put those things, those star things that we put on the garage, when I put them there, it ruined it. It ruined it. So I couldn't stand it. I got in the house and I said, "Oh no, I'm getting rid of that." I like the effect.
There's a lot of artistry to this, is there not? Or I call it that anyway. You may not call it that, but
I'm a musician. I've got, my brain is more artistic than it is scientific, that's for sure. Technical, I'm not good, like I'm not a plumber, I don't, my brain is artistic, I guess the simplest way of putting it.
how'd you get the lights up on the peak of the roof there?
Peak of what roof?
The baby barn.
Oh, that was easy. And I did it alone. What I did is I put a cup hook where it's on the left there.
Right.
And where I knew the power was going to go in it. And I hooked them to the cup hook. And then I went over here on a step ladder. And then I drew them over.
Yeah, that looks good.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Very nice.
I really like it. So that's pretty much the show. This is the wreath. I love the wreath.
Yes, I like the wreath too. And the
And-
three
and-
hearts above it are.
And then there's 6 tiny candy canes on top of the wreath. And my idea was to zip tie them into a heart.
Right, I see. Yeah, those
Okay,
are
so
candy
I mean-
canes made into a heart. I didn't even.
What?
I didn't get that till you mentioned it. Yeah.
Correct. Those candy canes come separate, six in a pack, right? And then I had an idea to go and flip one over the other to turn it into a heart and create 3 hearts.
Oh.
So that's just the way this loon's brain works. So
Well,
see, this isn't just a bunch of lights that are put up. I can't do that. I'm a fool that does what he does and figures out what somebody will look at and think, oh, there was some thought put into that.
the quality has to go in.
Right.
Yeah.
There was some. With me, it's like a canvas. It's like a painting. Huh? It's like every year that I did it, I took an empty canvas and I'm creating this painting. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. That's the way my brain works.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Well, yeah.
But it all seems to fit together in a way that you describe.
Well, I like the final this year in particular. I really like the final product this year. Now, here on the garage, for instance, the 2 Santa Claus faces. Well, there was a tree. There was 2 trees, one underneath, same idea. Santa Claus face. It's, you know, those are those designs that you put inside your home. And one of the trees burned out. So I
Right.
go up to the loft and I look and I can't find another tree. And then I got thinking, those bows would look some nice.
They look really good there.
And the bows look better than the trees did. because of the color of the bows.
And they seem to match the wreath too.
They match the wreath, they match the candy cane hearts,
Yeah.
and they match the hat on the Santa Claus.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's the way. Like I just can't put something in there and go, oh yeah, it's gonna be okay. I got to think it out.
I'm still amazed by how much the snowflakes on the top line there changed the look of the whole thing.
I'm telling you right now, if we went right now and shut those snowflakes down, you'd see a big difference. And you know, because once we turn them on, you said, holy God, what a difference.
Yeah.
And you were right, because if you look up there, Santa Claus's beard is white, but there's a lot of red, green, so that white helps to bring out the colors.
It brings out the colors.
Yes.
See, I thought it might drown out the
No,
colors.
no, but it didn't.
It doesn't at all.
No.
It brings them out.
It brings that whole garage out.
Yeah.
And these, like Caroline Young, who's such a fabulous artist, she strokes these things with a brush. Kathy next door, Kathy Saunier, who's now Kathy Chalmers. These are painters, and they do this with brushes.
Right.
I'm trying to do it with Christmas lights.
Yeah. Yeah. Add a string rather than add a dab or two of paint. Exactly.
I'm trying to do
works.
something that's different with Christmas lights. That's all. I don't pretend to be an expert, but I'm trying to do it in as artistic a way as I can.
So do you think it's more or less finished now, or have you got anything else to add?
No, it's. I'll show you this. It's finished except one thing that I want to do.
Okay.
Inside my home, I've got some candy canes that I purchased a number of years ago, and my wife absolutely loves them. Now, they're not giant candy canes like this. They're small candy canes about like this. And of course, they need to be plugged in. The problem is that you can't plug them into each other. They all got to be plugged into separate receptacles.
Right.
So I did it one time, and I had more friggin' extension cords under there.
I think I remember that.
Oh,
yeah,
I was almost
yeah.
driven to lunacy. But the wife really likes them, so I'm gonna go. Could be tomorrow, could be the next day. I don't know. When I get an opportunity, I'm gonna find out how many of them I got in there. Do you know something? Remember we said the other day we had some extra extension cords on the
There's a whole box full of extension cords over there.
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
No, they're all been used.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that
Oh, there's extra on the side of the building there.
yeah, I took 4 of them today. There were 4 that weren't being used.
Wow.
4 extension cords that I had hooked up, because every year I do things different.
Yeah, and they get left behind.
And they get left behind.
Yeah.
So I found 4 more extension cords. Oh, God love you.
Okay.
Well, let's show your hat, Rupert.
Okay, yeah, I should definitely show my hat.
Yeah.
You might have to hold the camera for that.
Okay. So here's the hat.
This is the elf.
That's the
Green elf hat.
That is the official elf hat, and it's come over here in the light by the llama where you can see it better.
Al's Masterclass, right?
It says Rupert, and then on the left it says Al's Elf, and on the gold, and on the right it says Masterclass.
Masterclass. Al's Elf Masterclass.
Al's Elf Masterclass.
Okay, and I thank you for that.
Well, it was a no-brainer. I got an idea, and you know me and an idea. So I guess that's it, Rupert. I do see one set of lights that's out, and so now I'm gonna have to get on top of the porch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is not gonna be easy because
Yeah.
it's not a set of lights that's around the windows. This is going to be the most difficult one because it's on the side.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
So probably Mr. Dixon and I, in the next nice day, we're going to have to get, and I'm going to have to, well, here's what's going to happen. We're going to have to put the red ladder, because that's my longest one, onto the porch, and then we got to bring up the blue ladder, which is a little bit shorter. So we're going to have to go and bring up a second ladder so that one of us, either him or me, has to go and restring that set of lights.
Yeah, and it has to be on the roof. It's not too slippery and not too cold of a day also, because otherwise
it's the one thing that I dread that goes out.
Yeah.
Is that set, either the right set or the left set going to the peak. It's the one. Oh God, there's another set
There's
gone.
another set gone. Yeah. There's a set on each side gone.
There's a set on each side gone. Holy shit. Well, welcome to Al Dupuis' world.
Okay. Well, are you? Anything else you want to add? That'll
No.
get fixed. I know it will.
Oh no, we'll repair them like I always do. I've got there's more at the stores. Again, the collection box. I'm hoping that folks will drop a toonie or whatever in there on occasion. That helps the cause. It helps the replacement sets, and of course the power bill.
Right.
Other than that, I started in 2007. This is my 17th year.
Wow.
I don't know if I'll ever do it again. It's so much work. But I think this year I put together the best show I've ever done.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for the tour.
Thank you, sir. Rupert, you've been a big part of this. You are my master elf. Between you and my wife, last year and the year before, Donnie helped out, Donnie next door. And he couldn't this year because he's got carpal tunnel, carpal tunnel surgery in both his hands.
Yeah.
Also, Mike Bartlett has been a big part of it. He couldn't this year because he's now the mayor.
He's the mayor. Yeah.
He's the mayor.
Busy guy.
He didn't have time.
No.
So I counted on you, and you came forth and gave me the hand I needed.
Well, I did what I could.
But again, I hope the community likes it, and I believe that they do.
Oh, they definitely do. I love this.
I've had different people say that they believe this is part of tradition in Digby now, which is quite an honor. So I'm proud to say that there's a fair traffic that comes here, and the kids like it, the women like it, and the men like it. They've all, and some prefer the carnival side, some prefer the house, some prefer but most of the women prefer the white side.
That's interesting. Yeah, interesting.
Most of the women comment on the white side.
I'll write a paper for Psychology Today magazine about that.
What?
I can write a paper for Psychology Today magazine.
Oh, you could write lots of papers. You're a smart man. You forgot more about things I know absolutely nothing about.
You're the psychology expert, Al. I know that.
Well, psychology is that was I took a minor in psychology in university. It wasn't a major. I took a minor, but it helped me a lot in my playing bars for 20 years, because to play a bar, you gotta have your shit together.
You got to work the crowd.
You gotta work the crowd. You gotta know how to build them up and how to take them where you want them to go. and I learned lots and lots of music to do that. But the psychology part of the game was a big plus for me. And then, of course, the classroom. When I got to become a school teacher, it certainly helped me in spades.
For sure, yeah.
So yes, you're right. Psychology is one of my strengths.
Did he say one of his strengths?
Yeah, he's doing an interview.
That's Greg Thomas. I can't get
That
you
is
on the
Greg.
camera.
And that's Joanne. Yes, absolutely.
Hi.
A couple of my good friends.
Hello.
I hope I won't be sued for filming you here.
That's okay. Congratulations on winning first. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And well deserved. And I don't know the guy on the hill, but
LeBlanc, I think.
Somebody
is
at LeBlanc, Debbie said.
160 King Street. I gotta go check it out. I haven't seen it. So.
me neither. Well, it was quite white of him that he won.
What?
It was quite white of him that he won.
Yeah, well, yeah.
LeBlanc meaning.
LeBlanc, the white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two wrongs don't make a white, eh?
No.
Where is King Street, by the way? Which one is
The next
above
one
you,
up,
sir.
that one up there.
It's the one that's next to me.
Yeah,
Yes.
just up there.
Well, yeah.
So the 160 is up that way?
Yep.
On which side of the road? Do you think?
This side, I believe.
On the right side of the road?
It's on the downhill side of the
Yeah.
road.
So all the numbers that are even numbers would be on this side.
Yeah.
On the even numbers be on the left.
Yeah. The odd
Well,
ones
as
are
you go,
always
as
on
you drive
side.
that way, they're on the left. Yeah. As you
Okay.
drive the way that Greg and
Okay.
Joanne are
Okay.
driving.
So
yeah.
I'll look on the left-hand side.
So if
Yeah.
you're going to talk like the old people, you'd have to go up Snows Hill, right, to the
Okay.
flat, and go up by the old Catholic cemetery and just past that.
Right. I know where that
I'll
is.
go check it out.
So they called Carlton Street Hill Snows Hill in the old days?
Where Bucky and them always lived on the top.
Oh,
That
okay.
hill going down was always called Snows Hill.
So Bucky lived up there.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I
And
didn't
years
know that.
ago, downtown, you know where Bummer's Crossing is?
Yeah.
That was where the railroad tracks were.
Right. The railroad. I remember the railroad tracks really well.
Yep. And you remember when you left the House of Wong and came around, what was that called? That area in there.
I think it has the word Jew in it, doesn't it?
Jew Cove.
Jew Cove.
Not
Yeah.
not to make fun of the Jews,
No,
of course,
no,
but
yeah.
because they were very proud.
Jaime Weber, right?
Jaime Weber, yeah, Benny Weber, all them.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. It's a slightly dangerous name these days.
But it
It wasn't meant.
it was to praise them
Yeah.
for
it
all
was
the
a bosom, yeah.
the businesses, and there were.
Well, wealth of knowledge, this gentleman, isn't it?
I'm a historian.
Yes, I know you are. You're also a comedian.
I try to be.
But
Yep.
this is my good friend, Greg Thomas.
Yes, sir.
I know him well.
Well, he's
Yes.
a wonderful individual, and
And Joanne, I know
she's an
her.
absolute sweetheart. She's a fabulous cook.
I'll tell you how long it's been since I've been to school. Mr. Haley, we will call him,
Yeah.
was the vice principal at the time.
That was late 70s probably. Late
80,
70s or early 80s. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Look
I
what I
was
gotta fix.
Vice principal there for a long time.
Oh my.
The left set's gone up top,
Yes.
and the right set is gone just below it. So I gotta get up there with
Where's Justin Woods when you need him?
what?
Where's Justin when you need him?
Justin has done it.
He's not scared. I'm scared of heights.
What?
That's why God made me short, because I'm scared of heights.
So anyway, Justin has done it, and now Mr. Dixon across the road, I'm hoping will. If he doesn't, then I have to find somebody to help me fix those lights. 'Cause
Yep.
we got to take a ladder to the porch and another ladder, which I have, to that area.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have
Scary.
a good night.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one. Thanks,
See
Dave.
you later.
Okay, well, I'm going to shut her down now.
Got her right down, old buddy.